I'm Dr. Michelle Jorgensen with Total Care Dental and Wellness, and today I want to talk to you about natural probiotics. Now, this is something that I actually have learned a lot about simply by trial and error. Just this weekend, I actually turned about 40 heads of Napa cabbage in my garden into 5 gallons of kimchi. In fact, my house smells to high heaven right now because that kimchi is fermenting in my kitchen. And people think, what in the world would you do with 5 gallons of kimchi? Well, what I do is I put it on a lot of foods. I love kimchi, and it's really interesting how my body craves it. Now, what in the world is kimchi, right? It's cabbage, it's some spices, ginger, garlic, a few different things, and it's naturally fermented, so it's called lactofermentation. What that is fermentation that happens without air, so it's bacterial growth. Now, these are good bacteria. These aren't the kind that'll kill you like botulism. Those kind grow in other situations. You have to carefully make sure that everything stays not with air so that it will grow correctly. But when you've grown those happy organisms, what they do is they help to populate your gut. Now, a lot of us have gut issues nowadays, and I believe a significant portion of that is because we kill off the good bacteria in our gut. We have more good bacteria in our gut than we actually have cells in our body. These guys are our friends, and they help take care of us. So if you've taken antibiotics or multiple courses of antibiotics, if you've used foods that have had herbicides or pesticides on them, if you use things like antibacterial mouth rinses, you have systematically killed probably a lot of your good bugs that are supposed to be your buddies. So that's where the kimchi comes in, because kimchi is full of natural probiotics. Kimchi, sauerkraut, you can do this with a lot of different vegetables. We make dilly beans, we make a pickled or a fermented beet, we make fermented salsa. You can do all sorts of foods and they taste delicious. The other things that you can use are drinks. So you can use kefir, which is a fermented dairy. You can also use a water kefir with coconut water. You can make kombucha. We make kombucha at our house. You can make a natural yeast yogurt. You can make a natural yeast bread. There's all sorts of sources for these fermented foods. And it's interesting, if you look back through history, every society had their natural their natural probiotic foods that were part of their traditional diet. We've kind of forgotten about those in our diets today, and we turn our nose up to them, sometimes because they smell, it's true, but those are full of those beneficial bacteria. So I believe you should have some kind of natural probiotic food as part of your diet, at least daily if you can. If not daily, then at least a couple times a week. Now, are you getting enough by buying a commercial yogurt with it says probiotics? No. And the reason is that yogurt is going to have a few select strains of bacteria, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5, maybe 10 if you get a really good one, but you need way more than that. You need all sorts of different bacteria from all sorts of different sources. So I like to mix it up. Even if you're doing something like kombucha, don't drink the same brand every time. When you go to the store, buy 6 different brands. Not only flavors, I'm not talking just flavors, but brands, because each brand is going to have a slightly different strain of bacteria as well. So mix it up, add variety. And what I think you're going to find is you're going to start craving these things just like I do. I want kimchi every single day because my body wants it and needs it, and I feel so much better when I eat it. So those are some interesting things. There's a lot you can learn about fermenting and natural probiotics. I encourage you to do it and add it to your family's diet. You'll notice a difference.